Hi everybody and welcome back to Lunch Bunch. This Lunch Bunch story time is for our 1st through 5th graders. We hope you're going to enjoy it with your lunch. We are still reading The Amazing Days of Abby Hayes, book number 1, Every Cloud Has a Silver Lining. This Wednesday we will read 2 more chapters, and next Wednesday we will read 2 more chapters, and then this book will be done and we'll be starting a brand new book for the rest of Lunch Bunch. So we left off with chapter 13. And if you remember, Abby just played in her very first soccer game, and it did not go as she expected. She also flunked a math test. Chapter 13, Friday. It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. Confucius, Motorcycle Mama Calendar. I read these inspiring words this morning, and they did not inspire me. They depressed me. What if I don't want to go on and on forever at a slow pace? What if I want to spurt ahead? Or nothing? Lay in bed this morning until Dad got me up. Did not have heart to make powerhouse drink. Made strawberry milkshake instead. Recipe: 2 scoops strawberry ice cream, 1 scoop vanilla ice cream, milk, and some vanilla extract. Throw in blender and drink as fast as you can before parents or twin siblings see what you are having for breakfast. Offer some to sympathetic younger brother who promises he won't tell on you. Return famous athlete's biography to Eva's room. Read comics with Alex at breakfast table. Completed all homework. I wonder if Quidditch is as difficult as soccer, Natalie sighed and took a bite from a chocolate bar. Harry Potter seems to enjoy it more. I'd rather be flying than fouling, Abby agreed. Soccer's not that bad, Jessica said. It's even fun once you get the hang of it. She took a puff from her inhaler. Are you okay? Abby was worried about Jessica. Her asthma seemed to be worse lately. The fall is hard, Jessica said, wheezing a little. It's all the pollen in the air. After the first frost, things will get better. I'll be all right. You still manage to score a lot of points in soccer, Abby said. You do a lot better than me. 3 girls sat on a bench in the park, their backpacks at their feet. Across from them, a group of preschoolers watched ducks swim in the pond. I'm not making much progress. Abby took a deep breath and spoke the words she had been thinking since last night. Maybe I should quit soccer now before I make a complete fool of myself. Thinking about it made her feel shaky, as if she were about to leap off a cliff without a parachute. Would she be letting her father down? Would she be letting her team down? Would she be letting herself down after all the work and effort she had put in? Jessica came swiftly to her defense. That's not true. You've improved a lot. Yes, I've scored fewer points for the other team lately. Someone has to help them along, Jessica joked. Abby ran her hands through her hair. It felt even wilder and redder and more out of control than usual. You're more confident than you used to be, her best friend pointed out. I'm making more mistakes, Abby said. You've got way more courage and determination. Really? Maybe Jessica meant that she took more foolhardy risks, like getting in the way of the ball when it was speeding toward her. I don't think so. Yes, Natalie and Jessica said in unison, you do. And she really transformed herself into a confident, brave, and determined 5th grader? If so, it could mean only one thing. The inspiring words and slogans that Abby had pumped into her mind like multivitamins had worked. She had built up her mental muscle to such a degree that it was only a matter of time before she became a top soccer player. If faith could move mountains, it could surely kick a few soccer balls. There's hope, she cried. Or was there? Was she deceiving herself thinking she could become a great soccer player? Natalie took another bite from her chocolate bar. I wish I wanted to be a good soccer player. All I want to do is sit in my room and read or perform experiments. My parents think I'm warped. Really? My parents would love you, Abby said. They think Isabel is great and she spends her entire life in the library, except when she's doing her fingernails, of course. Wow, Natalie said. Awesome. Yes, Abby's family was awesome. That was the problem. She picked up her journal. If my family is awesome, then I must be too. Genetic heritage must show up somewhere, even if they are type A and I am type Z. Curly red hair and lack of genius are not proof that I come from a different genetic line. Amazing gene must be hiding, but one day it will show up, right? If A gene doesn't show up soon, we'll replace World Cup soccer calendar with school joke calendar. Burning question of the day. What to do about soccer goals? Can I achieve them? How soon? Soon enough to make a difference and impress my family? Do I hope for the best and continue or cut my losses and quit? Note, why are questions burning? Can they be cold or soothing? Why are losses cut? Why not sliced or chopped? Must not be distracted by these deep thoughts. Back to my friends and the decision I must make. Abby put down her pen. Her 2 friends were looking over their journals. Jessica had doodled pictures of aliens in the margins of hers. Natalie had written only a few paragraphs in large letters. I wish I loved to write as much as you, Abby, Natalie sighed. I don't know what I'm going to do about this newspaper article. Neither do I, Abby admitted, but I'll probably get an idea sooner or later. She took the piece of chocolate that Natalie held out to her. Why don't you write a book review for the Harry Potter series? Natalie's face brightened. Good idea. When I get stuck writing a story, I always ask Abby for help, Jessica said. It's fun, Abby said. I love to do it. She wished that soccer came as easily as writing. So, what do you think? Jessica asked. About soccer, are you going to quit or not? I vote for Abby to stay with it, Natalie cried. I think she can do it. You never know what you can do until you try, Jessica said, pulling out her asthma inhaler and taking another puff. Was this a sign? Her best friend was sprouting inspiring slogans just like one of Abby's calendars. Maybe it meant that Abby wasn't supposed to give up. Jessica had asthma, but she didn't let it stop her. Abby didn't have asthma, and she was ready to quit. Natalie was rooting for her too. She couldn't disappoint her friends. She hoped she wouldn't disappoint herself. Okay, I won't quit yet, Abby announced. I'll stay until the end of soccer season. Chapter 14. Hope is a Walking Dream. Aristotle, Spud's Calendar. Aristotle again. Isabel says that he lived in ancient Greece. Wonder if he collected calendars too. It's easy to hope on the weekend when there aren't any games. What I really hope for is an idea for that newspaper article. It's due this week. I've been so busy thinking about soccer that I haven't done anything about the article at all. I can't fail math and creative writing, especially since creative writing is my best subject. This morning, made another Power Health Shake. Vitamin-enriched brewer's yeast, non-fat yogurt, soy flakes, dried apple rings, grapefruit juice protein powder, oat bran. Ugh, ugh, ugh. Wrote, I will become a star soccer player 150 times on piece of paper, hung it on wall next to World Cup soccer calendar. Exercises. Deep breathing, sit-ups, push-ups, jumping jacks, leg lifts, shoulder rolls, neck rolls, dinner rolls. Haha, just kidding. Stood on head to make blood flow to brain. Power Health Shake flowed from stomach to mouth. Ugh. Took biographies of great athletes out of Eva's room again and read for half an hour. Eva didn't notice. Called Jessica and asked her to meet me in park later this afternoon for more soccer practice. Natalie is in middle of an important experiment and can't come. Hey Abby, what's up? It was Eva in her customary outfit of basketball jersey and shorts, dribbling a basketball on the sidewalk in front of Abby. Trying to come up with an idea for this article for creative writing class. Abby sighed. She had been staring at the blank paper for 20 minutes now. Her mind was crammed with soccer tips, inspiring stories about athletes who had come up from under, and flashbacks to exciting moments on the soccer field. There was no room in her brain for anything else. Abby didn't know if Ms. Bunder would be as understanding as Ms. Cantor if she turned in her article late. Maybe she would even give Abby a failing grade. Eva whirled and feigned a shot. Then she turned back to Abby. You're always writing, she said. A newspaper article should be easy for you. It isn't this time, Abby admitted. Why don't you cover one of my basketball games? I don't know enough about the rules and who the players are. I'd fill you in, Eva offered. You can publish it in your school newspaper, too. We don't have one, Abby said. Maybe you should start one, Eva said, wiping her forehead with the back of her hand. Maybe, Abby echoed. It was a good idea. After soccer season was over, she talked to Ms. Bunder and see if Natalie and Jessica were interested. That still left her without a subject for her article. Or did it? She couldn't cover Eva's basketball game. There was too much to learn first. However, there was another game where she knew both the players and the rules. She had spent plenty of time observing the action. In addition, she had first-hand personal experience. If Abby wasn't qualified to write about the Lancaster Elementary 5th grade girls soccer team, who was? Hadn't she been obsessed with soccer for weeks? Here was the article idea practically begging to be written, and she hadn't even thought of it until Eva made her suggestion. She jumped up from the steps and hugged her sister. Thanks, Eva. You're the greatest. Eva smiled. Everyone always told her she was the greatest. She didn't even ask Abby why. You should wear your hair down more often, she said, looking at Abby's long curly red hair. You like my hair? Abby couldn't believe it. It's so red. It's so messy and tangly. It's so gorgeous, Eva said. If you were stuck with boring, straight brown hair like me, you'd appreciate it. I've been jealous of your hair since you were a baby. You have? Whenever you get sick of it, give it to me. Eva dropped the basketball into a bin on the porch and disappeared into the house to take a shower. Abby stared open-mouthed after her sister. This was evil, wasn't it? Not some alien inhabiting her sister's body. Wow. Super Civ Eva, family jock, gave me an idea for the newspaper article, and she loves my hair. Stunning surprise. Super Sis can behave differently than expected. Maybe I can too. Stay tuned for further developments. Abby pulled a fresh sheet of paper from her notebook and began to work on her article. So we will stop there because there are only 2 chapters left and I want to save them for next time. The next chapter will be chapter 15. We hope you enjoyed this story time with your lunch. We hope you're having a good summer and we can't wait to see you back at the library soon. Have a great day.